reason we got on Dubsado is because we heard great things about how it makes the customer care experience so amazing, right? Me, myself, I've been using Dubsado for a little over a year. I was recommended by an amazing Dubsado specialist to try the service and fell in love with it. I've been using it for one of my clients for over a year. Set up 2 Dubsado accounts last week, and today I'm sharing with you the makeup artist account, and again, sharing this specifically for makeup artists and what you should do when you get your brides or just makeup clients call notification saying such and such filled out the lead form. Oh my gosh, you have a lead. Congratulations on getting your very first lead or leads. But do not panic. Today I'm sharing what you should do, the very first thing you should do inside Dubsado. So all right, so this is a brand new Dubsado account. That's why this number and this number are 0. But it'll change really soon when she closes these, when they sign the contract and they get their first invoice. Anyways, so the topic today is what's the very first thing you should do when you get a new lead. So you'll have these notifications inside of Dubsado. You will also have these sent to your email address as well. But I told my client to get into the habit of checking Dubsado every single day, because there is sometimes that appointments get scheduled and you don't know until the day of. It happened to me, especially if you have a lot of emails that come to your inbox every day. So I just clicked that notification, up came her lead form, and we'll scroll down to the date of when they want services. And then if we had all of our calendars synced, we could actually go over to make sure whatever booking software you were using before Dubsado, whether it was Calendly, Acuity, Gmail, Google Calendar, Vagero, StyleSeat, ChairWatch, whatever booking software you've been using, make sure it is linked or synced, I should say, synced up with Dubsado. I'll show you that very quickly. And then also to make sure it is, going back and forth to your calendars and saying, hey, there's scheduling conflict, because we don't want to be double booked. It's bad customer care. And the whole reason we got on Dubsado is because we heard great things about how it makes the customer care. Go to calendar settings, and you can sync different calendars. Remote calendars. I've had a client had HoneyBook and her Gmail hooked up here. And then events has a list. So it says consultations she has coming up, has the makeup session, a few makeup sessions she has coming up as well, which is great. But I needed something else. And also with these, what you can do to make, like, as the very first step. So let's say everything's fine. You have that date available. You'll want to click on your client's name and then go to projects and click here. And then inside the project, it's going to have workflows. And so it says review the lead capture form and check if we have that date available. If we had that date available, we would check here, and then it would automatically send a response saying, and I'll just share. So this is the canned email we have for if they're available. Thank you so much for your interest in working together. I'm excited to learn more about your wedding and get to know each other. I'm available for your requested date, blah, blah, blah. Speak soon. Then another email. So that's first letting them know that you're available. I have it to where it actually will send the consultation invite. I don't want it to be immediately, so I do need to edit that in the workflows overall. But for this, so that we're not bombarding them with emails all in one day, I'll click one day after previous actions and I will click apply, and that will invite them to have the phone consultation with you. Then you can send a proposal. I want to remove this because that's going to be different. And then any questionnaires you have for them, any additional forms or waivers you have for them, you are welcome to reorder your workflow as you see fit for that client. If it's a bride that you've already talked to and you all were just getting the dates together, then you can mark some of these steps off as completed. That way she or he isn't getting bombarded with stuff. Your client isn't getting bombarded with stuff. But literally, that's the first thing you want to do. So just to recap, the very first thing you want to do is look at the lead. Actually, I'll share one more example real quick. And then, So another one, just as an example, and it will show you that the workflow will be paused until you go through and check this box that you are available. Very important, because again, we don't want to double book. We don't want to send someone an automatic email saying we are available and then get their hopes up when we're not available, right? Always want to keep in mind how you would feel. But if you don't have that already in your workflow, just make sure when you set your workflow up or when you go to edit your workflow, which you're able to do, make sure that approve button's there. That way you can manually go through all your calendars, all the places, and make sure you really are available. That's so important. And you want to let them know in a timely manner, because they might be looking at other artists, right? So we want to let them know right away. We are available. We'd love to help them. So let's look at another one. So this is just a services form. And let's see what they need. So just a makeup session. Again, you're going to want to look at your calendar. But first, again, you are going to want to look at the form. Now, another way that you could look at the form is you could go to projects and you could look at all your new leads. And you could say, okay, I'm curious of when this person is interested. Oh, let's go to all. So there's quite a few leads we've gotten that we've received in the last few days, which is great. So that's the one I just looked at. Let's look at Sandra. I think I just looked at Sandra. So you would click on the person and then you would click on service lead capture or whatever that service is lead capture. So she picked bridal. We're going to click view, and that's totally fine. This person didn't make a mistake. On this client's website, I had a bridal form and I had a services lead form. So it's quite okay. And then because of how I set the form, the workflow for bridal started. So everything she gets from my client is going to be geared towards bridal. She's not going to hear about any other service except bridal, because that's what she picked. So her date is February 24th. And so again, my client, she'd come in here, make sure, what date is it? Okay. Oh, and that's next year. 2023. So again, she can check her calendar. Is she available? Because some brides do book that early, which is great. Very optimistic, very proactive. That's amazing. So again, you want to click view and then look at it. These other ones we won't talk about right now, but that's what you want to do. Also, depending on the type of service you have, if you want to send out proposals first before you book them, you're welcome to do that. You just reorder the things and then you can send out the proposal based on what they said on the lead capture form. But the very, very first step is you want to review the lead. Thanks for watching. I'd love to help you set up your Dubsado account. So send me a message if you're interested in that service, or if you already have a Dubsado account and you just want to tweak it a little bit or rebrand it, I should say. I'd love to help you with that as well. Or if you just want to talk in the chat, or not the chat, in the comments about your experience with Dubsado and if Dubsado could really help your business or what program you use, I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching. Bye.